This is Athena Stamos with Crave Online. We're here for the Season 3 premiere of The Walking Dead. We're here on the red carpet. Let's talk to the walkers. Are we going to see a new side to Rick this season?
Yes, a much darker side. The wear and tear of just inhabiting this world has really taken its toll, but also the relationship, it's fractured between Laurie and Rick, has had an irrevocable impact on who he is.
I think they are two people who belong together, who love the living daylights out of each other, who are trying very hard to find a way back to one another.
Is Carl going to actually listen to you and stay inside the prison this time?
I don't know any 10-year-old boy who listens to his mom in anything.
Now you're carrying a gun and part of the zombie fighting team. How do you feel about that?
I love it. It's so much fun. It feels more like I love zombie killing video games. It makes it more like a video game.
Carl is growing past the point of needing anyone to tell him what to do. I think he is quickly becoming a child soldier and very autonomous. That's a heartbreaker for Laurie in and of itself in a lot of ways.
How do you fight off the zombies with one hand?
I have a wonderful apparatus on my right hand that can sever a head. If you can't have your regular hand, you might as well have a Merle apparatus, yeah. It will always be a good homecoming between me and my brother. Yeah, it's the only thing that we really want to do is hook up.
So when Merle returns, is there going to be conflict?
Yeah, I mean, there's conflict because he's kind of like your drunk uncle at a Christmas party. You're just like, shut up, man, shut up. Growing up with him as a racist drug taker, like, I'm trying to play Daryl like he grew up hating that, So Daryl sort of discovers who he doesn't want to be as much as who he wants to be.
Do you think there's a chance we'll see you in a Boondock Saints 3?
Probably not.
All right.
I mean, we talked about it, but I don't think so.
How would you describe your character's relationship with Daryl?
Playful.
We have to go in there, hand to hand.
Last season was a little bit more controlled. There were remnants of civilization. This is a new setting. The world has completely fallen. People are just scavenging, trying to eke out a safe existence. So it's messy.
We've kind of all melded as a group, compared to last year. It was sort of more separated into like Herschel's kind of family and like people that lived on the farm, and then the group from season 1. And now we've all taken on different roles and become a family. And I think that season 3 starts out with us, just really fighting for our lives.
Congratulations on dating the farmer's daughter.
Yeah, thank you. Where we left off second season, Glenn tells Maggie that he loves her. Now life is different and life is worth living for another person. When that happens and you live in the zombie apocalypse, things are a little bit tested.
What has been your favorite zombie kill on the show?
In the first episode, I have a great zombie kill. We sort of encounter these zombie prison guards that have armor gear on. I get to grab his mask, lift it up, and drive my machete right up through his brain, and Maggie doesn't hesitate from expressing how excited she is about it. So it's like, even though this is horror and terror, we still take joy in the victories.
The RV screwdriver to the eye, hands down. I had 4 ribs out of joint after that. So yeah, I earned my keep that day.
In season 1, I really liked the double axe to the throat. The digital effects guys liked that one so much that they made the head spin off. So that was the first time we really saw a head spin off. That was fun.
It's the whale zombie.
We have the best zombie kills this season. We're constantly coming up with new ways to portray these things and new ways to push the envelope and new ways to try and test AMC sensors. So I think there's some really crazy stuff coming this season.
We've probably done 4,000 zombies in 3 years. Contact lenses, dentures, 3 o'clock in the morning calls. Every day we love it. It's like a new canvas. Every time someone comes into our trailer, it's like a new... Like I would look at you and I'd be like, okay...
What would you do to me?
Well, you have great cheeks, good bone structure, so add a little prosthetic piece here to make your eyes look sunken in. Probably put a little chin piece on you. I'd probably put some stuff in your hair, make it kind of stringy, good scary eyes. It'd be great.
That'd be great.
It's weird that's what we do. We'll go to a restaurant, you'll see somebody like, oh my God, that guy would make a great zombie. And then people will see us looking at them and they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, nothing.
Greg Nicotero was, brought on board minute 1 of the show. I mean, he was definitely the guy that had to bring these zombies to life. A 16mm film was chosen based on the fact that it really portrayed his makeup effects in the most, attractive light. It's very hard with digital photography to not, see the nooks and crannies. Super 16 definitely was the ideal medium for showing, the things in our show.
The
Michonne is from the comic book, and she's sword wielding. She's a pretty guarded chick, and she's a very tough chick.
How strictly do you stay to the actual Walking Dead comic book?
We try to honor the comic books as best we can, and there's definitely material from the comics that if we weren't adapting it, this wouldn't be a Walking Dead show. But at the end of the day, there's 6 other talented writers working in the writers' room with me, and it would be really foolish, I think, to sit down and go, hey, this material that one guy wrote 6 years ago is the absolute best ideas that we could possibly have for this show, so we should stick to this. Exactly.
There will be a lot of things that the fans of the comic book recognize, and we'll also, as we've done in the past, twist them a little bit. They won't have a roadmap as to exactly what's going to happen and who it's going to happen to.
Being a British actor playing an American, very Southern, besides the accent, do you do anything else to be more American?
I've been watching a lot of football, your kind of football, and just living and working in Atlanta, it's kind of soaks into you. It's been one of the most enjoyable experiences of my life, actually, working and living in America.
Can you describe your character in one word?
Loyal.
Fearless.
Resilient.
If I could describe her in one word, she would not be worth portraying.
Survivor.
Merle.
Thank you so much.